Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Independence Day weekend. This is Sean coming at you with another video. I am woefully behind, and let me explain to you why I'm making videos is because I've started going into the dealer side of selling comics. I recently purchased 2 or 3 large collections, so I've got too many books, and I'm in the process of sorting and going through them, but I've done some conventions and some sales, and it's going really well. I'm very excited because it allows me to meet new people and give them pretty good deals and make a little bit of money so I can feed this nasty habit of ours called comic books. Anyway, so I haven't made a video since probably C2E2, so that was March. So here's what I've got, just the highlights. I've purchased roughly about 5,000 books, and I've sold about 2,000 of them so far. But here are the books that I've purchased at local conventions and just off of eBay hauls that I thought were worth mentioning. So I got a pretty decent copy, or at least I thought it was, of G.I. Joe #1 until I found out one of the interior pages is ripped. Not real bad, but yeah, for the price I paid, it was a good deal. Herb Trimpe Goodness. Got the second appearance of Sabretooth. This is a really, really clean book. If you take a look at this, it's a Frank Miller cover, and I do believe it's Chris Claremont story. So for a second appearance and for what I paid for it, I bought it in a book deal of like 5 books, and I've sold pretty much all of them, but this one and a couple more. But it was a really good deal. Anyway, it's a beautiful copy. I'm thinking about getting it pressed. Then just recently I met another dealer who wanted a Black Panther of mine, so I bought a small collection off of him, about 150 books, and in this was a bunch of variants and signed books. So this is the Harley Quinn Valentine's Day special. It looks like it's signed by Amanda Conner and by Jimmy Palminteri, Palminotti, I want to say. Anyway, there was 4 or 5 different versions of this book, including a couple copies of the other variant where it's Batman hanging, and then also the blank variant. So I thought that was a good deal. Bought a subscription increased number 51 of the X-Men. This is just to help out my run. This is going to my personal collection, and it's a Steranko cover, and I do believe it's Steranko art. And then I bought a nice copy of 52 that is super clean. There's nothing special about this book, other than it is really, really good looking. You can see it's pretty tight. In the same collection from the gentleman that I bought all the variants from was this first appearance of Dazzler, and it's signed by Chris Claremont. It's got a picture of him signing the book, so I thought that was pretty cool. Just never had an autograph Chris Claremont. I went up to C2E2, wanted to get a couple books signed, and the line was just ungodly long. So another book that I bought while I was at the Des Moines Comic Con, which was a huge bust for me other than buying books. This wasn't a lot of dealers. I did pick up a pretty good copy of Marvel Special Edition 15, which is the cover by Jim Starlin, and it's the first appearance of Shang-Chi. So for the price I paid, it was a great deal. I thought it was a pretty good shape. And just recently in a mail call, I got the next 4 books. This will be my 3rd copy of the Snyder Capullo Batman #1 first print. It was a clean copy, and this book's in pretty good demand. I've sold through about 3 or 4 of these for a relatively good price, but just the book seems to be very popular even today, and this was just a clean copy, so this is going in the personal collection. Then there was Batman 2. Also 4 and 5 were in there, but those are duplicates for sale. I've got this one now. I have the variant by Jim Lee too, so I wanted to get this copy, this cover too. Then along in there was this, and I've been posting this on Instagram, and I go under MP Anderson on Instagram, but since there is now, and this is a spoiler alert, 3 Jokers, is this the first appearance of the 3rd Joker? You guys tell me. Anyway, it's a great book, and it's worth having anyway. And then I never owned this book because I wasn't into the detective kick at the time. But anyway, I got number 2. And then this was a book I've been looking for. I finally got a decent copy of the first print of The Killing Joke by Brian Bolland as far as art. And I think it's the guy that wrote Watchmen did the story on this one, Alan Moore. So anyway, I love this copy. This is going in the personal collection. It's pretty good shape. I don't think it's been read, but I don't think it's also got some corner issues. It's not perfect, but I traded for this, so that was worth it. Then worth mentioning is I've got my second copy of New Mutants 98. This is a fickle book. You know, everybody talks about owning it, and the price goes up, and it's all over the place value-wise, and it's hot, and then it's not hot. And I hear on like Lords of the Long Box, they were talking about how cheap this book is relatively for some comic book dealers to sell, but then some can't sell it because it's too out. The price is too crazy. I thought that was kind of a unique take, and I think it was Marky316 that brought that up. But anyway, that's my second copy. I think I'm going to get the nicer one, which is actually this one pressed and put in the collection. So anyway, just I'd show those. And then also I got some new cases from eBay, and they can definitely see the Newton rings. So I'm going to have to send this in to get it re-switched out, but another copy of Gambit never hurts. And then when I got that, I also got a raw copy. So that's my third copy. Yeah, second and third copy. No, just my second copy of Gambit's appearance, everybody's favorite Cajun assassin or thief. I bought this only because the price was really right on it, and I'm a big John Byrne fan, but more importantly, it's the first appearance of Weapon Alpha, who becomes Guardian, who becomes Vindicator, who becomes, I don't know, he's got about 20 different names. I changes his name probably just about as often as Prince did, or the artist formerly known as Prince. But it's a Cockrum cover, and it's a John Byrne and Crystal Claremont story. And I just really dug this when I was a kid, and the price was really good. So getting it slabbed was nice. It's definitely nicer than the copy I have in my personal collection. So this is an upgrade. And then I got this when I was dealing out June 3rd and 4th out at the Davenport Fairgrounds. There's a gentleman out there that was a dealer, and we made some trades, but this is a 9.0. Not that it's a huge deal, but it's a really, really nice book. And the price I got it for really was really good. So while I was out there, I sold my extra copy of Secret Wars #8. So I figured, you know, if I'm going to sell that, I might as well have the first or second appearance, depending on who you believe, of the Amazing Spider-Man Black Venom suit. Picked this up, and I'm pretty sure I didn't show this. Picked this up in Iowa City, Doctor Strange slab #1. Got a good price on it. So I was very excited about that. And then you don't see these a lot. This is the old case. And this is from the Wolverine Limited Series. I got this, but the guy also threw in Wolverine 2 and 4 raw copies, which they weren't in great shape. I mean, they're probably fine plus. But this is a 9.2. So I was very excited about that. And for the money I paid for it, just totally happy with it. And then, if you guys don't know about Pedigree Comics, they're out of Sarasota, Florida, and the guy that runs the place is a really good guy, and I got this from the collection down there. And the only disappointment about this book is that I was buying a Submariner, or a New Gods #1 with it, and the guy, he does a lot of consignment, and the guy that I had that didn't want to sell it again, so I've got some store credit down there. But yeah, 9.0, John Romita cover, you know. I think this is one of his very first artworks, and it's the first appearance of Dazzler, Alison Blair. So the last book I have to show is a personal grail of mine. I picked this up at the Wizard World in Des Moines. I know I haven't had a chance to show you. It's probably in fine shape, but that's all mine, and I got a great deal on it. So there she is. Marvel Premiere 15, Iron Fist. Anyway, I just thought I'd show off the collection. I've been talking to Gene, Peter, Ace, Paul, GPAP, when I'm watching the Comic Book Fanatic guys, and I just wanted to give him a quick thanks. He kind of inspired me to get back into doing some videos. So I wanted to say Happy Independence Day to everybody. Happy 4th of July. Spend some time with the family and do hopefully a little cooking out and have a great time. Anyway, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.